Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder. Here with my boy, he fornicates like a female lobster, Zach Elias. What's up, dude?
Just everywhere. All over the place.
No, it's more the stuff we talked about last week, which apparently got a big pop. People that I talked to were like,
pop, huh?
that was like one of our funniest episodes, just the lobster stuff.
Yeah, I think those lobsters get a big pop.
Good stuff.
You did your lobster research.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. We're doing this thing live, usually on Tuesdays, but I was away, so we're doing it Thursday. Episodes come out on Saturday. Make sure you download if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube. Share the video, give us a like, do the thing, everybody. That's
go all in. All in. Do it all.
Today, our topic is top 10 viral videos of all time. We're going to count them down. There's going to be some laughs. We're going to explain everything. But before we can get into that, we got to crack some burrs. Zach, what you drinking, brah?
Oh, but we don't have to crack a beer. I'm drinking, but not a beer tonight. So it was my dad's birthday last weekend, and because he likes tequila, yada, yada, I got roped into the Total Wines. So we got him tequila from my sisters and I. But while I'm there, and I got the booze guru next to me, he's got a million answers for days. I said to him, find me an American whiskey that I'll never buy on my own, but that's really good. And after longer than it should have of discussing this thing, we all agreed on Old Forester, 1910. There's a reason why this one was in the burn cask for 23 seconds when usually it's 10 seconds, whatever that costs extra. So I've opened it to smell it, but I haven't tasted it yet. I was waiting for this to try this thing.
Oh, wow. So, and are you just going neat?
I could dump the ice. I have a cube. It's melting in here. I like it a little cold, but I don't like it to be watery.
How many fingers? How many fingers whiskey you going?
I don't know.
Do you not know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I just go with a jigger, up and down. You can say that word, and this. I don't know. Here, how many fingers is that? It's a couple of fingers and such.
Very good.
It's a healthy pour. What do you have?
All right, buddy. Well, repping my Orioles off my Baltimore trip, I picked up a Oliver.
The Mets got their tits lit that night.
It was fantastic.
Awful.
Oliver Brewing Company. Be more active. That's
good advice.
Baltimore beer. It is a 4% pale ale.
Should I put a lot in? All right. Well, cheers.
L'chaim to you, Yamas. Release the Kraken.
Ooh, he was right. That's just excellent. I can really taste that extra 23 seconds of money or whatever he told me it was.
How much was that for the bottle?
Not a ton, like 50 something.
Oh,
too low, too high?
You can get Buffalo Trace way cheaper than that. That is amazing.
Yeah, I don't need way cheaper. I wanted something I've never had. This says 23 seconds extra of char. $55.
All right.
Whatever. AMC to the moon. Hey. Taking baths in this stuff. Good call.
All right. Well, we're doing our viral video countdown. We've done a bunch of these, but we'll start off. Zach, normally you start off with a couple honorable mentions. So if you put your pinky up one more time when you're drinking, I swear to God, I'm going to smack you.
Anyway, honorable mentions by both of them.
So first, let's talk about how you chose it. Like, was this easy for you? Because
no, nothing's easy for me. Let's just start there. Nothing in life is easy for me. Everything's a to-do. But I am not a YouTube guy. I'm not one of these guys that watches one video and then goes down the rabbit hole and has like every video and will just sit there for hours. I will literally watch what I'm supposed to watch. Probably not even, because I'll fast forward because my ADD is so bad that I just go on like, oh, a bird outside. Let's go look at that. So I'm not one of these people that knows every video on YouTube. But I've seen a chunk, and a lot of these aren't like viral, but they're fun for me, or I like them. They're all caught on camera, and none of it is Hulk Hogan stooping. So
call back.
Or Screech stooping, seen it, or any of these other celebs stooping.
I think I've seen them all.
Yeah, of course. What else are you gonna do?
Today,
yeah, well, you've got time. I was busy, but anyway. So mine are whatever makes me happy.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not doing like the objective best list. I think we're doing kind of a blend of that and our favorites.
I disagree completely. This is the objective best list. In order. In order, yeah.
All right, kick it off, my man.
Okay, so my two honorable mentions. One is a little old, one is pretty new. The new one, just because it was amazing. I don't like either of these guys individually, but together they're gold. The Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau video where DeChambeau mouths off and Koepka curses on screen, perfect.
Wait, that was he also said something about dominoes too, or was that a different Koepka video? Or am I not thinking of the right person?
He said Brooks Koepka talking about putting in the wind, and Bryson walks by and goes, well, if you aim better, the wind wouldn't matter. You make some putts. And Koepka goes, I don't need that fucking shit. And like he just goes on a tear. And then the guy bleeps him out and like says, all right, we'll start that over. But everybody caught the original, so now that's out there.
Okay, that's an honorable mention. I vaguely remember there was like
2 weeks ago. Vaguely remember. It was gold. It did it for me. And my other honorable mention, just because it's not just viral, but it's a great video. Rodney McRae, 1991, running through the wood wall while making the catch in a minor league baseball game.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. There you go.
Wow. You know, I am embarrassed. I didn't throw a single baseball thing in there, which now I'm starting to regret. Oh. Do you have more baseball in yours?
Or more baseball, yeah.
All right, so I'll hold off if you don't say it at the end. So, Zach, my honorable mentions, my honorable mentions are two things that are kind of related. The first one is, first off, I'm a Game of Thrones whore. I mean, it's my number one favorite everything all the time. And I'm going more with the Red Wedding reaction shots.
I don't know what any of this means.
All right. There was a scene in Game of Thrones that was, I mean, it changed the whole story. It was so big that when people started videotaping other people watching it who hadn't seen it, and that went viral. It was Red Wedding reaction, which I'm combining with reaction videos to people watching Two Girls, One Cup.
We have a very different list. And Julia, yes, the bird pitch I was going to put on, but it's so gruesome and brutal. When I like animals, I couldn't put it on there. But that was spectacular, Randy Johnson.
So I'm going with my honorable mention was it was so viral and important that a thing that happened in society was people recording other people reacting to these videos. Like, I remember that was one of Rogan's first big things was him and Red Band watching the Two Girls, One Cup, which I had to look up. That is called the act of coprophilia. Coprophilia.
You do that. Everyone knows that.
Right. So that's my one honorable mention is the reaction videos. The other one, which I don't know if it's even a video as much as it's just a meme, but it's the one where the chipmunk is looking to the side and then does like the...
Yeah, I thought about that. I went a different direction than one of my animal ones, but
all right. So those are my honorable mentions. Sir, kick it off. Number 10, your top 10.
So I don't actually like this video, but if they're going to be selling, I was there actually, if they're going to one day be selling NFTs for all kinds of videos, this is the one that I probably most want to own for two reasons. Either I could destroy it and hide it, burn it forever, or get money every time it's played so it's more palatable. That would be the butt fumble. I was there. I would love to own this thing for those two reasons, but I hate it. But if you're selling NFTs, what?
You know that's definitely like owned by ESPN. You're not getting your hands on that, even close.
Not until AMC pops. You never know. But I'm saying, like, people are buying these one-off weird. How is that on ESPN? That was
whatever network had it, and
maybe they'll sell it to me so I can burn it. I was there. I was watching it go the other direction. It was horrible.
And nobody can ever see it. That's actually. I never thought about it like that. Because the reason that I got this conversation going is that people are starting to buy the NFTs of viral videos, and you won't be able to see it. So if there is a moment, i.e. I don't know, let's just throw out a Bill Buckner moment, you can that was a layup for you. Yeah. So you can buy that video and it can never be seen again.
Right. Or you can
sue people for
or you can just sell it each time and they throw you a few shekels and then it becomes a little more tolerable. Okay, great, I'm making millions from this asshole running into someone else's ass.
Wow.
It was horrible. I was there with Jenna, my stepfather was a Pats fan, my mom in a mink coat because it was freezing. The whole thing was a zoo.
That's so great.
The whole thing was ridiculous. It was freezing. It was like after Thanksgiving dinner.
It was Thanksgiving. I remember that. I remember watching it on TV because that's when my birthday is. I'll take those birthday wishes when we get there.
No, we won't get there.
Number 10.
Game 6.
Number 10 for me, which everybody knows this, and it's become more of a trend now on TikTok, is David After Dentist is the name of the video. And do you know what this is? Huh?
Wrong. We'll get to my dentist, but you're way off.
Well,
my dentist is 9.
Okay, anyway, the video it was one of the first big videos where this kid who's named David goes to the dentist and they hop him full of laughing gas or whatever they did to him. And he is in the back, I mean, literally tripping balls. And the parent has the camera on him and is just laughing. And the kid's like, Oh my God. Is this real life? Is this forever? Like I say, is this forever? All the time. When I go somewhere and I'm not enjoying something, I'm like, is this forever? That is a reference to that video, which went insanely viral. Keep in mind, we're going back to like the mid to late 2000s.
Right.
That for me, that makes my top 10.
The better post-dentist video, my number 9. The blonde girl after her wisdom teeth who was all kinds of cracked out.
I know it.
Are my lips still here? Where's my face? She was unreal.
Is this the same one where the girl goes, "When can I smoke weed again?" and then talks about blowjobs? Because
No.
I've seen one where a girl does that and the mom's like, Samantha, stop talking about that.
But this is different. That one's funny too. But the one where "Are my lips still there?" gets me every time.
All right, that's pretty good. That was your number
That's
9?
my 9. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going way back. I don't even know if you know this, but one of the first videos that I remember this, I think from college, it's called the Numa Numa video or the Numa. Okay, so there was a song. It was by a Romanian band named, I think they're called Ozone. The song was called Drago Stadinte. And it's gibberish, but there's a kind of a chubby kid. It's pixelated because this is forever ago, and the kid is just mouthing the whole video. And then when the chorus hits, he is just going off. It was insanely viral. I fell in love with that song. I had it in English and Romanian, but it's called Numa Numa, Numa. It is amazing. That is my number 9. Like literally, you could type in Numa Numa and this pops up. It was one of the first. It was one of the first viral videos. It was in college, man. Like. For you, that was in the 80s, but for me, it was like 2004. So that's my number 9, Numa Numa.
Numa Numa. My number 8, just because it was great, and it was one of the first, it made Funny or Die popular. Will Ferrell, the little kid, the landlord, kills me.
I don't know if I know that.
The little kid's asking for rent, and Will Ferrell's the tenant. It was like the first Funny or Die video. And it went viral. It's absolute gold. And the little kid's now probably like 30, but she was like 4 then, and knocks it out of the park.
It sounds familiar, but I think we might have to watch some of these videos.
They got time.
At some point. Number 8, it was in a viral trend, which The Office then borrowed, was the JK wedding entrance. So this is when a wedding party did the whole Chris Brown Forever, and they were dancing down the aisle, and then The Office then literally did the same thing for Jim and Pam's video. I mean, the fact that it made it to The Office, it was a massive, massive viral sensation. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I've seen the wedding thing, yeah.
Right. There you go. That's my number 8.
That's your 8. My 7 is Broad. Not a specific video, but...
Just broads?
Broads in general, yeah, broads. Anything where a dad gets hit in the nuts and you can see it coming from a mile away. Like in America's Funniest Home Videos when he's lobbing the wiffle ball in and the thing cracks him, or someone throws an airplane and you know it's where it's going to go, but you watch anyway and the dad just drops. Kidding. I mean, I'm a dad. I get hit nuts all the time by Zoe, so it hits home to me. But any of that, I love America's Funniest Home Videos, the show, but just as good, their Facebook or Instagram page, hysterical. It's just fat people falling. It doesn't get old. It stays.
I get where you're going. So it's nothing specific, but kind of anytime a dad gets hit in the nuts.
But when you can see it coming from a mile away, too. Like, you know at the beginning of the video how it's going to end, and it still knocks you off your chair.
Love it. Love it.
That.
My number 7, which has 2 versions that went viral. So it is the famous, I believe, what was the guy's name? Andre Dodson. So it started with a viral video where a man uses a garbage can. He climbs up. He tries to get in bed with the girl and then tries to rape her, at which point Andre Dodson comes in and defends his sister. But the interview is...
Hide your wife.
And then when they turn that into the rap song...
I watch that constantly. It's my 3.
Well, you must be so dumb. We got you. We got your shirt. We got your fingerprints.
Do you know what he was waving around like a lunatic? It was a bus transfer. I mean, in the interview, he was cracking up. And he went up with Leno. The guy's amazing. Friends of mine went for him a Halloween. It's not my Duke, but it's my Carolina.
He has a Spotify. I mean, I didn't even look into it, but it's like, you could run and tell that, homeboy. I mean, that video.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Unreal.
Oh, again, in my top 50 sayings.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go somewhere. I'm walking around Baltimore City, and you look around and you go,
it's all Andre Dodson there.
Hide your kid, hide your wife. Which I'll just throw out another honorable mention was. Oh, I gotta get to it. I'll save it. It's okay. So,
But you can't say it now. We can't be that guy. Say it. Man up.
it's fine. Skip it. Go to number 6.
I'm up for 6.
All right. You want me to say it? It was.
Yeah, I do want you to say it.
So, do you remember the woman who went viral for?
No, I don't. Why don't you tell us about it? Describe her in detail and her headgear.
Her
schmata.
never mind. Go on with your 6.
I know who she is. I couldn't put her on my list.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No. Yes.
Go on.
She was great. I don't know. It just got sold. Now it's fashionable. Charlie Bit My Finger. I watched a lot. It was funny. Yeah. I liked it.
That for me, I struggled putting that on my list because for me, that was like one of those. That was the video I could show to my family, and they thought it was really funny. Where like the Andre Dodson thing, they didn't care, but that was one of those videos I went around and ain't nobody got time for that.
That's a wrap.
All right, Zach, hold on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say you've never seen this video. It's my Kent State. It's my Wichita. It's not a high seed because
Your mid-major.
It's my one that should win the tournament, but not enough people have seen it. And I know that because I had never seen this video until Julia showed me. Like we were sitting around talking about viral videos and Julia goes, "Oh, it's like this, the grapes video." And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then she put it on and I was tears in my eye. Remember we talked about the helicopter thing spinning? Zach, if you haven't seen this video, it's
all right,
so
show
good.
Me the video. Hold it up. I gotta Google Julia's grapes.
So Julia showed me this video one time, and it's basically a grape stomping video. And they make like the one.
Yeah.
And then when the interviewing, and then the lady falls over, and she's on the ground going, "Oh!"
I've seen it.
And she's wincing in pain. That is my glory hole. Like you for you, it's the
That's your adjective.
I know what I said. I see. You know the term Schadenfreude?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen Avenue Q. That's like dad getting hit with
I can't spell it. I always have to Google it to get the spelling before I have to text it because
it's SCH Schadenfreude. Yeah,
exactly.
So that video is one of those like when I'm having a bad day, I might throw on the grapes thing. And when she is on the ground in pain after falling off of a stage, just
No, my one makes me happy every time I'm having a bad day.
Keep going with it. Get to number 5.
Number 5. This is another general one. Jenna can attest to this. Anytime there is a squirrel water skiing, you've got me hooked. You've got my attention.
I know what you're talking
the
about.
little squirrel on the water skis, I will watch that for an hour. I don't care what he does. He'll just go around and I'll be every time. How's he doing? I don't know.
Because it's taxidermy.
No, he's alive. He's doing his
Is he
thing.
though? Is he?
Ish.
He should have called a tax attorney, okay? There's no way.
I don't like dogs and skateboarding or goats doing squirrel water skiing. That's got me. His tail moves. He's doing his thing.
My dog would never be okay with that.
Squirrel water skiing. I'm at number 5, and I had it higher. I moved it down because it's ridiculous.
I think I kind of threw the chipmunk look in as like a nod to that.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 5, which I have to say I had never heard until I got to New York, and then people started telling me about it, and then and now it's one of those things that when it comes to like writing a joke or being funny, people go, "Hey, has anybody ever said this?" And I go, "Yes." All the time I've heard this. And it is I think it's an advertisement for Animal Planet where it's the groundhogs and they go, "Hold on. Is that Steve over there? Steve. No, that's not Steve. That's Alan. Alan. Steve. Alan. Being named Alan, anytime people say that, they always go, Alan. And they think they're original and they're assholes. But that video was one of those, like, it's a big part of my life where at least legitimately once a year, somebody goes, bet you never heard that one before. I'm like, fuck your mother. I've heard it.
Punch in the face. Yeah.
Exactly. Go on. Number 4.
Number 4, I don't know why it's funny. I don't know why I like it, but I quote it, and I don't know why I quote it. The I Like Turtles kid. He gets me. He's great. He's just, I like turtles.
Yeah. He's on, I've seen him on TikTok as a grown-up. He aged decently, but he does I like turtles.
Is he smoke shows, you're telling me?
I'm not saying he's a smoke show, but like
8-pack abs.
there's somebody in my family that has a little bit of a speech impediment, and we kind of make fun of him behind his back.
Yeah,
like,
you can do it to his face because
I like turtles.
turtles. It doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, that was one of that actually made my original list and didn't make the cut, but that's a good one.
It's as good as it gets.
All right. This one, I don't know if you know. And this, for me, was probably the first viral concept that I had ever seen. It's called Dancing Matt. Okay. So this was somebody that I remember in college, maybe even freshman year, finding a video where this asshole, whose name's Matt, goes around the world and he makes these compilation videos where he stands and kind of does like this weird dance. And then he gets all these people around him to do it. And he shows, I mean, he's gone everywhere, even places in the world that you're like, I didn't even know that was a place. And I always had a little bit of like, wow, that guy has the life. Like that guy literally gets to travel the world and go anywhere and everywhere. It's a little bit of a humble brag too. I don't know what he does for a living, but he was for me the first like YouTube sensation where he does this stupid dance. It's called Dancing Matt. It was one of those things that I remember thinking if I won the lottery, maybe I would do something like that, but I wouldn't want to, but it's cool.
Dancer in the world. Let's go to
Go to all the places. Go to all the places that he's gone to. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about with this video?
No, I know the evolution of dance. That's not bad on YouTube.
That didn't make my list.
Didn't make my list either.
All right.
But it's good. My 3 is hide your kids, hide your wife, Antoine Dodson. There it is.
Is there anything more you want to expand on that?
No, it's comic gold. He's fantastic. The interview is incredible.
It's so good.
It's so good. And,
so
the interviewer must have just been like, hello, Emmy. Like, I found gold with this guy. Like, because you can interview anyone that give you nothing. You watch the news, like, yeah, he's a quiet guy. This guy made himself a star. Just good for him. He took his 15 minutes and flew with it.
I looked it up recently. It's a 2-minute clip, by the way.
Yeah.
2 minutes. But you are saying the video, not the rap song, and or both?
The video. No, the video is what got me. The original. I'm a purist.
All right, fair enough.
The song was fine. The video is top-notch. Just top-notch.
So my 3 should be higher, but when I looked it up, the views were not there. And this is one of those videos that I don't even think most people know about. But for me, when I was working my first job, I remember... asshole. I remember my first...
burn it. You could buy it and burn it.
Maybe that's my NFT that I'll buy with my AMC money. That's what I'm talking
Tarasco
about.
going bananas.
Oh, Tony Tarasco getting work these days. I had no idea he's the first base coach for the Mets.
Yeah.
No, did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, we were like, that's not the same guy.
It's the
was.
guy.
It's the same guy.
Gainfully employed.
So this was a video that I was at my first job out of PT school, and I remember people gathering around, and then any patient that came in were like, did you see the Whistle Tips video? And they're like, the what? And they're like, Bub Rub? And they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And they're like, pull it up. And this is when you had to go to the internet, and I mean, you're waiting for the thing to finish up. So if you've never seen this, correct?
No.
All right. So I reference this all the time. So it's, again, like a news story. It's like people here in the south side of LA are complaining about these noisemakers that people have been putting. So then they interviewed this gentleman and his young cohort about these whistle tips that they're putting on the back of mufflers. So when cars go down the street, it goes, woo. So they're like, sir, tell us about these switches. He goes, some people want to hear woo, and these make woo woo. And it goes, what? So then they show a car that's driving down the street to demonstrate it. The car almost goes out of control into parked into parked cars trying to demonstrate it. And then they get back and they go, well, sir, what about the people in the neighborhood that don't like the sound? He goes, it's only in the morning. They should be up cooking breakfast or something. And like,
I don't know, but Jenna's cracking up in the other room, so good on you.
I say that all the time whenever I'm doing anything. I'm like, it's early in the morning. They should be up cooking breakfast. Like, you know, if you said, hey, come by in the morning and I showed up at 9 and you're like, you asshole, like it's 9 o'clock. I'd be like, it's early in the morning. You should be up cooking breakfast or something.
Yeah, you're right.
So that is my number 3, which again, I would make it number 2, except I don't think enough people know it. So
I didn't know it. And I also know what Julia's talking about Leprechaun video. Like
Easy, buddy. Easy.
That's your 1 Leprechaun video?
It's Duke. Go with your 2.
All right, fine. My 2 is not viral except in my house or Met fans. It's Ojeda throwing the glove at 86, and the glove never comes down.
Oh, I'm out. Oh my God. Close the computer.
Yeah, I just think so.
All right, if there was cameras in back when '83 before I was born, mine's everything Orioles or you know what? Mine's every Ray Lewis dance. That's what I should have put on there. Was Ray Lewis doing the squirrel dance? No, that's ridiculous. It's not a viral video.
To me, it is. Fine. Well, my one went viral. It was great.
All right.
And it makes me so happy.
My two, which is very personal to me, and this is, do you know how important the colors lime green are in my life?
Yes.
Like, i.e. what's on the screen right now, my shoes.
I know who you are. I've seen your lime green everything. Underwear, too, I've seen. You pulled up a thing to show us how fancy your underwear. And it was green.
I think those were totals. I don't think it was lime green. I think it was a coincidence. But so do you know where lime green comes from? My original dodgeball team. And our dodgeball team that I joined with all the best players, we had a really good team. It was called the Donka Dewballs, and it had a picture of a nice woman, hands behind her back, being arrested, getting into a cop car. So that clip came from a viral video where essentially it was like cops, but it wasn't cops. But the long and short was a police officer pulled a lady over who was blackout drunk. Her driving was not great, and he picks her up and he starts asking her, ma'am, can you tell us your name? And she says her name. And then he goes, and can you say your date of birth? And she gives her phone number. And he's like, no, I need your date of birth. And she starts blowing kisses at him. And this lady is so hammered, and the cop is laughing hysterical. And she's like, okay, officer, why don't you and me, we go to Dunkin' Donuts after this? Maybe we get a little friendly. And then starts blowing him kisses. And before it's over, she looks at him and goes, okay, officer, Donka Dewball. It's so good. And our team name was the Donka Dewballs with a picture of this lady getting arrested in a car.
Did anybody get it or?
Yeah, some people knew it. It's one of those things now that nobody ever gets. But in my life, my niece and nephews will see lime green and go, it's Dunkadoo. They call lime green Dunkadoo, which is technically not the right name, but that video has changed many people in my life. And now the color is associated with it just from dodgeball. Go ahead, good. Zach. Number one.
My one, in 2010, some piece of do asshole Phillies fan runs across the outfield, and the cop pulls the taser and tases him from deep, and he just dies. He eats it. Like on Family Guy, when the guy just falls, he falls so fast and just. I have seen this 1,000 times from 1,000 angles.
Every time.
It's so good. And because it's the Phillies, and he's an asshole to begin with because he's from Philly, it gets me.
No, that guy, it's almost like his feet got caught in a bear trap where they lasso and he just goes.
And he just drops. Face first, his body is numb.
I know it.
Greatest video of all time.
Oh, it's very good.
Gets him from a mile away.
Have you seen any viral videos where the people get tased and they keep coming like the mummy, and you're like, shoot him in the face, get him right in the eye.
Yeah, this gun gets him in the back as he's running away, and he's just down. And when they pick him up, he's not right either. He's still reeling,
just twitching on the.
Yeah, he's not okay.
Oh man! All right, Zach.
They got that thing cranked up to 11 for the Philly fans.
How'd your kids? How'd your wife?
Yeah, what's your one?
Yeah. So my one's the leprechaun. Do you not know this video?
No.
Oh my God. You're an asshole. Do you not? This comes up every single St. Patrick's Day. It is a news report where, again, it's, grainy as hell, where it's down here in Mobile, Alabama. There's been a leprechaun sighting. And they go and interview these people in the town. And the lady's like, ain't no leprechauns, must be a crackhead, got a hold of the wrong stuff. They're talking about the trees going up, and then they go, there's an eyewitness sketch. There's an eyewitness sketch, and it's like a paper with a pencil.
All right, I will watch this tonight.
It's not an eyewitness sketch. Looks like you drew a leprechaun. It's ridiculous.
All right.
They
We'll
put
watch
this-
this.
they
Julie,
put
is it
this-
worth watching? It's good.
They put this on the TV. Zach, it's a piece of paper that has lines on it. That's like a face with a leprechaun hat on it and a smiling face. It's an
That's pretty
eyewitness.
good.
Then they have this other guy who has a leprechaun. I want the gold. I want to know where the gold at. He goes and he has a little flute. He plays around and tries to find the leprechaun. I can't believe you've never seen this.
I've never seen it.
Oh my
I
god!
will watch this right now.
There are people that make like shirts that just have the eyewitness sketch. Is the funniest shit ever. It's
All right,
ridiculous.
I will check it out. Is it long? Because I've got like
It's
a minute and a half
it's
attention span.
like 2 or 3 minutes. It's
3
so
minutes
good.
long.
Oh my god.
All right, I will check this out.
Oh
I
my
will watch
god.
it. Right.
That is
Yes.
my
You know,
that is-
Glent?
tears.
All right, it sounds like it's good. Maybe not as good as a Philly fan getting tased from range, but good.
Oh my god, it's definitely the best thing, and oh my god. So there's one more thing I wanted to talk about that I saw. We're not doing Schmuck of the Week. We're not doing trivia, but something I saw that was
Kelly Kemper, she walked that back hard.
Yeah, she finally put her
Ooh.
statement out. I saw that. The best thing I saw this week, I was kind of envious that your daughter has not made a move like this because maybe she's more of a Jenna than a Zach. A 3-year-old girl had her birthday party, and her parents said, "What type of birthday cake would you want?" And she said, "I want a Lion King birthday cake." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, sure, whatever." And then she goes, "I want the cake to be the scene where Mufasa dies because then nobody else will want to have my birthday cake, and I get it all to myself."
Smart.
3 years
You're
old.
great.
3 years old, Zach.
Yeah,
I was
my
just
daughter
like,
wouldn't go for that. Speaking of daughter, so I'm with your sister on this one. The graduation. Stacey graduated first grade, and that got like 4,000 likes on Facebook. I didn't get graduating first grade. Isn't that just the law?
well, they didn't have the pictures that
Who gives a
you.
shit the pictures? You graduate first grade, you go to camp, you get the second grade. That's just the law. I graduated
no.
first grade, told me to get a job.
I know, but with the pictures that they do these days. Meanwhile, did you see from the Washington football team Ryan Fitzpatrick?
That was hysterical.
It's hysterical.
Phenomenal.
17th year in the league, and he takes the picture of it. Like, good for him.
His favorite people are his new friends or his receivers.
It's really good. It's
Yeah, it
really
was
funny.
good. He's a funny guy. Don't do it to Harvard. He's smart. He knows how to use a chalkboard.
All right, dude. Closing thoughts.
I don't know. I'm going to Florida tomorrow for 4 days to see my grandmother, so that's going to be something. It's going to be hot, but I haven't seen her in over a year, so first time on an airplane in over a year. That's weird.
Well,
Yeah.
have fun. Don't drink the water, or can you drink?
I
the
wouldn't
water?
drink the water. No, not in Florida. God knows. It's a DeSantis state. He won't drink the water.
All
They
right.
catch Republicans drink the water there. It's craziness.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast, doing it live. Keep the episodes, give them likes, share them, download. I had fun just
All right, but watch the
explaining-
Phillies fan getting tased. It's gold.
Zach, watch The Leprechaun.
I'm
don't think-
watching. I'm going to
it's,
watch
it's so
Leprechaun.
good. All right, people, here we go. And AMC to the moon.
To the moon. We got half.